Greetings, Hive fans. Randy Ingersoll here on a Sunday afternoon in Florida. This is Game 2 of the Hive Online World Championship gold medal match between Quodlibet and Dube. Quodlibet won the first game, so he leads the match 1-0. It's a 6-game match. First one to 3.5 points wins the match and wins the title of 2021 Hive Online World Championship. Quodlibet is a 3-time winner. Frank Chen, playing under the name Dube, finished 4th in 2019, 3rd last year. Is he going to finish 2nd or 1st this year? We will find out here very soon. Of course, the length of the games that they play, this is probably only going to be one game played today. This is Game 2. Quodlibet is currently leading 1-0. So welcome to my live stream where I'm always helping you play Hive like a champion. Leading up to this match, Quodlibet worked his way through the Invitation Championship. There were 32 players invited. Quodlibet and Dube both received invitations from the results from last year's tournament. Quodlibet this year beat Coal Lover 3-0 in the round of 32. Bee's Knees went into the very end, 3.5 to 2.5, in a 6-game match that went into overtime. He beat Chigi 3.5 to 1.5 and Stepanzo 3.5 to 1.5 to lead him to the finals here against Dube. Dube beat Hawk 81 3-1, Pupkin 2.5 to 1/2, Frasco 92 3.5 to 1.5, and Gandak 3.5 to 1.5. So both of them had a very tough road on the way to this finals. Two very well-matched, deserving players in the finals. Dube's been in the lobby for a while. Quodlibet has just joined. So we should be underway here very shortly. Quodlibet says, if you're ready, we can start now. So, of course, what we're going to do as soon as they get the room open, I'll join as a spectator, pause it, get the room set up, and then we'll get going. And so last night was Game 2, or this morning, depending on how you want to word it, in the bronze medal match between Stepanzo and Gandak. They're on opposite sides of the world. Stepanzo's on the west coast of the U.S. Gandak is in Eastern Europe. And they played at 1:30 my time. So I went to bed early, slept for some time, got up, did a live stream, went back to bed. It was a great game, ended up in a draw. So in that match, Gandak leads 1.5 to 1/2. So Quodlibet is taking black in this game and is in game room 1. As soon as we get going, we will be live and underway, Game 2. So Dube says, I am ready. Good luck. Have fun. And luck has nothing to do with it in Hive. It is completely skill-based, no randomness whatsoever. And I don't know about either one of these two players, but I have fun when I win. So we will see what's going on. Make sure my room 1 is off, which it is. They click the spectate button. Turn the lobby off and set up the room. Give me 1 minute. I can make it a little wider. And as quite often happens in these games, they play very quickly at the beginning. So let's see if we can get caught up. That was a little bit too quick. So Dube opens with the pillbug, Quodlibet with the grasshopper. Quodlibet is quite commonly uses a buffered opening. So he's got grasshopper, ladybug, and queen. Dube playing white, opened with pillbug, queen, and ant. Let's see if we can get, and brings in the mosquito. See if we can get the review room up and going here. And a couple of my viewers in the middle of the night last night recommended that I rearranged my screen, so I did. I put my recent supporters list on the bottom to get it out of the way of the display for the game. Dube played his queen in line, and Quodlibet played a buffered elbow queen. And of course, welcome to my live stream. Let me know who you are and where you're from, and if you've been here before, I would appreciate that information. And remember, there is a 2-minute delay. So from the time you post something in the chat window, I may respond to it. It may be 2 minutes before you hear my response. So Dube must have played something that surprised Quodlibet, because Quodlibet's spending a few extra minutes on this fourth turn here at the very beginning. And of course, he has not yet brought in the pillbug, and he elects to bring in an ant. We just noticed that Gandak joined as a spectator in the board space room, and we've got Frasco 92 as well, and Zemo 1. And of course, by playing the ant and not playing the pillbug, it does give Gandak the opportunity, if he wanted to, he could have shut down the possibility of an anti-spawn defense by Quodlibet. And so it looks like he might be debating that, either bringing the ant to here, which stops the anti-spawn defense, or pinning the black ant. Which does he prefer to do? And he actually chose to pin the black queen. That shuts down the possibility of an anti-spawn defense by Quodlibet. So Quodlibet has a tendency sometimes to allow his opponent to get a beetle or mosquito atop the hive. Which is sometimes very dangerous, but Quodlibet has an ability of being able to calculate it out and do that. Of course, now one of the possibilities here would be to bring in the pillbug here, and then that would set this point, this spot here, up as a pin-proof spawn point for a possible beetle. And right now, Dube does not have a threat for getting another bug to this spot here, which would stop the pillbug from being placed. And of course, in the situation right here, white has a perfect setup for an instant double ant. If white were to bring in and spawn an ant there, both the ant and the mosquito would have ant power. Okay, Quodlibet plays the beetle. And of course, what that does is, right currently, the mosquito does not have movement to can get over to attack that beetle. And it's interesting, it was just a transposition of moves. I had talked about playing the beetle, the pill bug first, and then the beetle. And they're playing quite rapidly here. And Frank is going. I am dropping. Let me know if you're having a problem with the video. I'm getting an error message. YouTube's not receiving enough video, so let me know. And as quite regularly happens, we've got lots of ants and mosquitoes coming to the game. Welcome, Danielle. Appreciate you joining us today. And I do not believe that Quodlibet has moved a piece yet. There we go with the first one, with the black beetle moving up. And the question will be, will Quodlibet sacrifice his mosquito to anchor down the white mosquito so the black beetle can move forward? So Quodlibet is on the verge of qualifying for the win by covering the white pill bug. And Dube attacks with a beetle. Will Quodlibet use this spot here? Thank you, Danielle. Will Quodlibet use this beetle factory to get his second beetle atop the hive? Or will he use that beetle defensively, or possibly use the mosquito? Now let's make sure I'm up to date here. I believe that I am. Okay. So is Quodlibet going to be concerned about the white beetle? or is he going to continue his attack? Interestingly, Quodlibet has allowed all 3 of his ants to be pinned, and Dube still has 1 more ant in reserve. Yeah. I need to buy a mouse without a roller. So let's look at possible moves. He could use the spot here for a beetle factory, which would also free the ladybug, or he could actually bring in a spider here, which could free the ladybug and also threaten to pin the mosquito. So that would be a possibility. Oh, I'm missing something. Okay. I'm missing that ant out there. So my guess is that it's either going to be a spider there, which would be threatening to pin the mosquito, although that does not work because then an ant placed there and the mosquito is not pinned. So I don't think, after looking at it, I don't think that's going to happen. So I think it's going to be either the mosquito is going to move to pin the white mosquito. Actually, if he pins the white mosquito here, then there's no spawn point here. Or the black mosquito is going to, and I was mistaken. He goes ahead and advances with the beetle. You're right, Daniel. I realized that and I put it in. Thanks. So the black beetle moves forward. And of course the mosquito covers it. I was a little bit surprised about that. Now what would happen if a spider? Oh, nope, he goes ahead and attacks with the mosquito. And I am going to guess, and well, it's interesting. I'm a little bit surprised that he attacked in that spot because a spider spawning here can get to that spot. If he would have attacked in that spot, that would have left the a, a Danielle, thank you for asking. So you'll hear me coughing every once in a while. Yes, that was a little bit on the surprising end there. So Ad Abstra has joined. That's Fresco. Welcome, Fresco, to the live stream. He's actually in the port space game room watching, excuse me, watching live. I was hoping to be able to get set up so that I could do a co-live stream with him. But last year I did it with Zoom, and it was very complex trying to get the audio and the video working. And I just haven't made time to figure out exactly how to do that. But I am working on that. So hopefully by the next game, we'll be able to have a guest visitor joining me as well. So now if Quodlibet begins using the mosquito as a spawn point, Dube has one immediate ant available to pin the first bug brought in. And then, of course, these two ants are available as well, but they will release black ants. So will Quodlibet bring in a spider? Which could threaten to pin the white ant. Of course, if he immediately brings in a beetle, of course, then the ant will almost assuredly pin it. Although he could bring in a beetle down here. Yeah, if you catch a cold, you get over it, you build up an immunity. But with allergies, they're coming back next year and the following year and the following year. Okay, he's going to bring in a grasshopper. Now, that's an interesting situation because if he pins the ant, if he uses the ant to pin the grasshopper, then a beetle to there, and if this ant shifts the pin to there, the grasshopper will jump over and potentially allow the mosquito to climb up. So is he concerned about that? Let's take a look. Now that would be interesting why he would advance with the beetle rather than climb up. It does free the spider, but the spider could come across to here and use that as a spawn point for the second beetle. So the lone badger says this: the placement of the white beetle, it was placed quite a ways away from the action. It's still interesting that black can drop a bug here and that would free the ladybug to attack. Or black could use that spot as a pin-proof spawn point for the second black beetle. And it looks like Dube is concerned enough about the mosquito that he's going to go ahead and pin the mosquito. And as long as we're talking about health issues, nowadays, with the COVID thing going around, you can have a standard ordinary cold, and everybody's going to look at you like you have COVID. My wife had a cold earlier in the week, and no flu symptoms whatsoever. It just sounded like a regular old ordinary cold. But you never know what people think when you're out and about. So which bug is Quodlibet going to use to attack with next? And again, of course, this white ant can shift the pin if need be. So let's take a look. He could bring in a beetle in a position like here, for example, but white would probably, oh, he's going to attack with the spider, okay. My only concern with attacking with the spider in that spot is the spider has an angle of attack to here, although the ladybug would have an angle of attack to there as well. Okay, a defending grasshopper possibly. So Ad Abstra, that's Frasco, made this comment. Black doesn't have many pieces available. I'm surprised by Quad's attack, to be honest, but he made this comment. Dube will try to push for a long game, and we know that that's his top skill set is, as I mentioned it before, taking the little tiny advantages and stretching them into victories. He plays a big game of control, and that's what he's got right now with all three white ants mobile on the outside of the hive, all three black ants pinned, and the black mosquito pinned. So black has 3 kill spots to fill, and he only has 3 bugs in reserve. Make sure I move these things back afterwards. So the lone badger made the observation that white could also place a ladybug in a defensive position there. Of course, what that would do if the grasshopper if Dube brings in the grasshopper there, then this spider would have a false pin on the grasshopper, and then not have a target. Nope. Instead of bringing in the grasshopper, he advances with the beetle. Now it's now or never time for this to use this spawn point. Although if we look at this grasshopper does not have if it ever gets free, doesn't have an angle of attack to a kill spot. The only reason the spider would do any good there is to free the ladybug, which is not going to free the ladybug now. And it's very interesting. If the black spider is allowed to attack, the grasshoppers or black spiders don't have potential spawn points to become good attacking spots. And of course, you don't dare spawn the beetle, which would intercept your own spider. And if you bring in the beetle now, the white beetle moves forward. If you cover the beetle, you're stuck there. You can't move toward the grasshopper because you get covered by the beetle. And if you move this direction, the white ant can pin you. So does black attack with the spider and then try to figure out a way to get, nope, he brings in the beetle. I'm a bit surprised he didn't do that quite a bit earlier. And the white beetle moves forward. Okay. Interesting. If the white beetle moves forward and the black beetle covers it, this becomes a spawn point again. If the white beetle moves forward and the black beetle covers the mosquito, and if the white beetle covers it, it becomes even a taller Oreo stack. Tying up quite a few of the top of hive bugs. So does white go ahead and qualify for the win himself and allow the black attack to continue? Black has a very good defending ladybug here. So if either one of these two spots are filled, the ladybug can immediately switch to attack. Nope. Dube is playing defense. So let's see what Quodlibet's options are. One problem is the beetle here stops this as a spawn point. So the black beetle could climb up, create this as a spawn point, which would free the ladybug. I think he has to move the beetle. I don't think that he can leave the beetle alone. Leave the beetle there and allow it to get covered in that spot by the white beetle. if he's going to let it get covered, I think it's a lot better to get covered in that spot. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so the formation of that ring, so Ada Jan says this is better than the ant pin. Very interesting. Okay, let's see. Yes. Well, the Lone Badger says, do you think forming a ring would be a good possibility for black? I didn't think so, but it looks like it could very well be a good possibility for black. As you shall see. Now, what would be interesting is the mosquito could go to here. This spider could go to there, but that intercepts this spider and no longer has an angle of attack. If the ladybug attacks, it leaves the black beetle pinned. Black only has one more bug in reserve, so he's going to have to get his bug in reserve and find two more bugs, which I think is going to be difficult. Although interesting, somebody, let's see, Roata Jan said the mosquito can move to here. I haven't been paying attention to timing, so let's take a quick look. Okay, Quodlibet is at plus 11. It's a plus 15 time limit, so Quodlibet has used quite a bit of time. So if he moves to there, the problem is black does not have a good way of getting that. He's going to have to get that last grasshopper into a kill spot to have any chance at all. And now might be the time to bring the grasshopper in, because the grasshopper placed there would have an angle of attack. The only problem is that intercepts this spider's angle of attack. So we're approaching plus 12.5 for Quodlibet. So he's going to have to start moving very quickly. Okay, now let's take a quick look here. Make sure everything's correct. If the mosquito gets to there and the grasshopper gets to there, still it doesn't, I don't see how Quodlibet can come up with a bug to take the kill shot. And Dube's got so many bugs in reserve, including a beetle. So if there was no defense at all from white, does black have any chance whatsoever of getting 3 bugs into those last 3 kill spots? I don't think so. I think it's going to be tough. Because of the Oreo stack, if the black beetle moves, the white beetle just immediately covers it. So this black beetle is out of commission. This spider has an angle of attack to this kill spot, but it's not, you can't take it yet because of the queen being free. The black spider could be warped to here, which would free the ladybug. Okay. Lone Badger says the black can place the grasshopper next to the pill bug on the right. Then it could go to there and then to there. But I don't think the concern is getting the black grasshopper into play, into a kill spot. I think the concern is, where is that sixth bug going to come from? Because the grasshopper underneath this Oreo stack doesn't have an angle of attack. Okay, let's look at one other scenario here. Let's assume that this spider and this grasshopper both get into an attacking position. The spider here and the grasshopper in the reserve. Then can white win without freeing up one of these ants? That would be an interesting scenario. So Quodlibet may be looking at this as long term, because two of the three white bugs are okay. Interesting. He's going to play for a pin replacement, which also stops this as a spawn point. Now white's going to have that third white ant free for defense. Still doesn't have a good way to get the... So if the mosquito goes to there, 1, 2, 3, the black spider still doesn't have an angle of attack. What would happen if the black spider were warped to there and then the black pill bug began marching? And we're approaching plus 10.5 for Quodlibet. I don't think there's any way he's going to be able to stop the white grasshopper from performing the pin replacement. Okay, so if the white grasshopper goes here, or the black grasshopper goes here, then to there, and then to there, then the black spider would have an angle of attack. The left completely on his own. That idea from the lone badger might have some validity, but if he jumps to there, he jumps to there, then I don't think he's going to have enough, still doesn't have enough bugs. So it'll be interesting to see if Quodlibet has a plan. So we're approaching 53 minutes. Quodlibet's at plus 12 and counting. I wouldn't call it time issues yet, but it is getting close. So he does move the mosquito. So he's sacrificing the black mosquito in a kill spot in order to possibly climb it atop the hive. So what would happen if the white mosquito covers there? So the good news is he's going to, from Quodlibet's standpoint, he is going to be able to get the direct drop on the grasshopper, more than likely. Now that's very interesting. Let's look at this. If Dube covers the and then the black beetle moves forward, the black mosquito does not have beetle power. That's very interesting. We're up to 9 concurrent viewers. Thank you very much for joining. We've got a bunch of you have making comments, and of course, if you do a chat, that prompts the YouTube algorithm. So the more chat you do, the better it is for my channel. And I'm very surprised that the white has not begun his attack. Because if the white mosquito moves forward and covers this black beetle, the black mosquito dare not, although the black mosquito could climb atop the white mosquito and then go this direction. Yes, that's a possibility. So yeah, that's not such a good idea, because if the mosquito climbs up, the black mosquito then covers it, and then the black beetle moves forward, and then the black mosquito moves forward. But still, I don't think that brings up enough. Enough attacking bugs for black. Yep, I don't think Dube needs to be worried about defending here. I think Dube can go on the attack. Although I might be it. Quodlibet would have to get the mosquito, the spider, and the grasshopper in reserve into kill spots and keep them there while white attacked. And he would have to keep all three of the black ants. Oh, and the black ladybug. So Dube's into a deep think here. Time has dropped down to +6. If the beetles move, the black mosquito would get pill bug power and could warp the spider into a kill spot. Okay, let's take a look at that. I am just very, very surprised. Let's see. With even if black could get the mosquito, the spider, and the grasshopper into kill spots, he would still need one more bug. Right, the black spider can reach a kill spot now. I don't see where that white beetle is going to do much good, because the white beetle going there, because if the white beetle moves into here, this black beetle would then have access to a kill spot. Interesting. Very rarely see a ring of that size, all black bugs. Okay, now let's take a look at what has happened. If this black ant and then the grasshopper goes to here, that still only releases 3 bugs. There and there. Yep, I still don't see how he's going to get. That could get 3, but I don't see how it could get 4. Although it might be able to, because, but the danger, of course, is that black ends up in Bugswang. And this black ant out here is not, excuse me, not in a good position, because it can't waste turns, because one way frees the ant, and another way allows it to get pinned by the grasshopper. what happened? What's happened? What happens if he goes ahead and plays the grasshopper now? And that's exactly what it is, a huge ring. Okay, now that's interesting. Let's say he plays the grasshopper now. That would allow to go to there and to go to there. Nope, I think he ends up in Bugswang. Okay, so Black still doesn't have a means of getting a fourth bug. What would happen if the spider went to here and then the pill bug to there? Still doesn't still doesn't free up that fourth bug. That fourth bug is what Quodlibet needs. Okay, what about this? Maybe because this black beetle here is not in a position that it can get to a kill spot because of the Oreo stack. As soon as it moves, the white beetle underneath it covers it. But what if the black beetle were to go this direction? It would free one of these two bugs. So that's very interesting. Yes, he has to do that now before. Oh, interesting. Okay. Still needs 4, and he can't. I don't see that he can do it. And now he has almost Quodlibet has almost no chance of successfully avoiding Bugswang. So yeah, he just anchors down the. But that doesn't. Now the question is, can white counterattack? And the answer is black is going to be in bug swing here very quickly. Got to shrink down here. Hold on. What do you need? Can I check it out a little bit? I want a live stream. Okay, let's see. While I was gone, what did we miss? So this is the triple Oreo stack. Now the question becomes, does white have enough bugs to win? So now the question becomes, can white surround the pill bug, well, you don't want to allow the black ant to escape. So white will probably, yep, have to block it in. My wife just told me we think we have a leak in the roof, so that's not a good thing. So let's take a look. Of course, if a black beetle moves, it immediately gets covered by whatever the white bug directly underneath it. So the ladybug can move, the grasshopper can move, or the pill bug can warp the queen away. If the pill bug warps the queen away and the white ant pins it, okay, this becomes a very, very complex situation here. So white has completely control over the outside of the hive. Black is approaching plus 10 on timing. And Dube's going to keep up the pressure. Oops, I missed something somewhere. That okay, and now the pill bug is moving over that direction. Can the white pill bug move over and warp the black pill bug away? So the white spider, if the white spider jumps out and pins the black grasshopper, that will force black to move a beetle. But that would also allow a ant to be free. Okay, he's going to place the spider and warp the spider in. Okay, so Quodlibet only has the grasshopper move, or, okay, a beetle. So yeah, I think Jan is correct. Anybody can win this. It'll be Dube. So left on his own, the mosquito can finally qualify for the win. So warping the queen doesn't do any good because it leaves the ring in place, leaves the mosquito. So does Quodlibet have any chance here whatsoever to squeak out of this? I don't think so. Plus 11, approaching 11 and a half. So the pill bug can move the queen. The grasshopper can move, or one of the black top of hive bugs can move. So obviously that leads to a loss. Okay, so he's moving to there. Okay, warping the spider to there. Frees up 2 bugs. This is a classic example of Dube playing the endgame, the extended endgame. Now you've got this grasshopper can go to there. Let's see, that grasshopper can go to there. I've got to be very careful what order you do things in. Oh, is Quodlibet going to be able to escape with his queen? He might be able to. That's what I was looking at, that ladybug there, but that does free this ant. Okay, so let's take a look. If Quodlibet escapes with his queen, okay, so Dube advanced with the pill bug, which is now threatening to warp the pill bug away. So any top of hive movement bug, the white bug underneath it just covers it. So the ladybug can move, the grasshopper can move, the queen can move. The danger is, of course, that the black pill bug is getting surrounded. So if the queen moves away, and the question will be, will Dube be able to come up with enough bugs? Can the ladybug go anywhere of practice? Well, interesting. Now this black beetle here, greetings, Nicholas. So Quodlibet's trying to keep his options open while Dube is trying to squeeze him into forcing his hand somewhere. So Quodlibet is down to 4 mobile bugs. He dare not move the queen out here because it will get pinned. He dare not move the queen into there. Yep, I don't think. Let's see. Make sure everything is where it belongs. Now he's got the black ladybug adequately pinned. But is he going to be able to get enough bugs out here to surround the queen? I don't know about this one. I don't know if he's going to be able to do it or not. See if I've got everything in the right spot here. Is it going to be a draw? So the only thing is if Dube can force Quodlibet into a bug swing situation, let's see what happened here. Oops. So Jan says we'll see in 100 moves, 100 more moves maybe. I've got to make sure everything, I'm trying to keep track of everything here, and it's happening very quickly. And when pill bugs move pill bugs, you wonder sometimes which one is moving whom. Yep, once Dube moves his pill bug out to here and gets his ladybug to there, then it'll just be a matter of time. Oh, that's interesting. Oh no, because he would move he wants to get the. Okay. Okay, so let's get this back. Gotta try to keep up over here in my review room. The two black top of hive bugs, if either one of them moves, they get covered. The black pill bug can move back and forth. So, yep, Doobie's going to force Quodlibet into moving one of his top of hive bugs, which will allow a white top of hive bug to get atop the hive. So if Quodlibet moves out to here. Although I don't know, it's not that. Well, we might have just seen a. That again frees up this black beetle to move. So this could go on for a while. Okay, what are the? Well, this is a unbelievably complex inner hive situation there. Both queens are out separated, but are either one of them going to be able to get enough? Dube's got to get one of those beetles out to neutralize the black pill bug without allowing a bunch of black bugs to be freed. So what's underneath there? Okay, there's a mosquito underneath there. So Yep, here comes the white beetle headed toward. So that's have any chance at all. White's going to have to qualify for the win and get the queen covered. Okay. So this beetle cannot move forward. What if the beetle goes to here? That would free a black ant. No, if the beetle goes to here. Okay, I missed it. So the grasshopper jumped back into here, and the white beetle continued its march. Now, once the white grasshopper, I'm sorry, once the white beetle gets out to the Yep, I think that Dube is going to finally squeeze this one out. Although I don't know, he still needs. Oh, I didn't notice that. Quad's time is at 14:53, so he has to move very quickly. I don't know if he if Keep the time pressure on him. Wow. Okay. He's fighting to get the queen free again. So this is one of those interesting situations where the mosquito has ant movement but doesn't have anywhere to go. So white has to get one of the, well, let's see, he does that. Yeah, that I think. Yeah, oh, no. The white mosquito moves forward. Oh, interesting. Okay. Was putting up one last little fight there, because what could have happened is if the mosquito would have moved forward, the black mosquito would have pillbug power. So Dube is still playing control. So the ladybug is more important because the ladybug can get into that setup spot. Wow, what a game. 2 hours long, 183 moves. So let's check this out. Dube just said, you took 10 years out of my life. Congratulations. Dube, what a game. I don't think I can handle another one today. I think that's absolutely right. I'm going to have to go very quickly. There's a link down below to buy me a coffee if you'd like. I'd like to thank those that have been scrolling by underneath the game window for my recent supporters. So thanks again for watching. Until next time, this is Randy Ingersoll signing off.